All right, we're back with the Italians versus Bulgarian turn 3. About ready to kick this off. I thought about this game a little bit last night when I was at work, and that turn 2 was pretty much the pivotal point. If that artillery could have drove home, and you could have blistered me in the middle, I would have probably, my cocky, self-assured would have turned into a little bit of panic. The Panzer 38 coming down the road, it's actually a strong play, and then followed if that barrage would have hit. But now I'm looking at basically my entire center with no pins on it. Very few units with pins on them, so I'm looking pretty good. I think this was on them because they had 2 and they cleared 1. I'm almost 99% sure that that's correct. So we're gonna kick off turn 3. So I think all the dice are already in the bag. I'm gonna try to move the angle up here. See if it. This is actually a little better video, I think, as opposed to the way I've been having it. It's kind of rough watching. You can get a little more of a bird's eye view here. All right, so ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh. So let's kick this off with a 2-up with the mortar. So hit that tank last turn. So looking for a 2-up. Got a 2, exactly. So it's normally +2, +3 because top armor need a 5 to match your 8. Nope, but it's D3 pins. 2 pins. And next dice. Blue. I wonder if I should go tank with hardly any other shoots with all my machine guns. Soccerina. Don't have a lot of other things to do. I think I'll just fire order my tank. So I'll put the light tank thing onto this. Now the actual model for this, the MMGs are actually like where this turret spawns in, so the building would be blocking that. And I'm not firing these. The pintle, I don't know, there's not much to shoot at to get, and I don't really feel like going open top. So I'm just gonna fire the tank gun. How many pins are you on?
4.
Maybe I probably should, maybe I should advance. Yeah, I think I'll do an advance. Start to try to engage in an additional turn, feel comfortable. So I'm gonna do a turn, so I can only make 1 turn. I'll just drive out a few inches to get on the road. The next turn, I'll do it. So I'm exposing myself a little bit. If I pop that tank, then actually might be a benefit to your tank gun if I do that. Alright, normally a 3, move 4, soft cover 5. Sound good? 3, didn't matter either way. I would have missed either way. So it would have been on a 4. And by moving that way, I open up my machine guns. I'm going to fire 2 MMGs at your snipers. Normally a 3, move 4, soft cover 5, small team 6 right at the moment.
6. What, 2 of them?
Yeah, so 10 dice.
Still need a 5. No, I'll stay up.
Okay. What about my little white dice? Oh, there. Alright, so looking for 6s. Not a single one. Good call to stay up. Alright, next dice.
Did you do that popcorn? Little box?
Blue. Just put it in there. Yeah, put it in there.
What is it? It's 9 to 12. So.
Well, let's go properly in here. I'm just gonna sit still. And we're gonna plug away with this light auto cannon. 2 shots on a 3, I believe. Put bam. 1 hit, 1 miss. I have +2, so +3, and again, it's like the mortar, I need a 5 to match. Nope, but 1 more pin. Stop firing the armor piercing. They do have a HE option for it, but it's only +1.
That would have got the first dice that tank was the first thing I was getting.
Yeah.
Because I knew he was in a bad spot.
Well, couldn't hurt to move. 1, get out of this side fire, and then the mortar lock. Alright. Blue. I'm gonna go advance order with my squad right here. So looking for an 8. Pass on a 6. He's gonna advance into these trees. Yeah, I was thinking about it last night because that barrage in the middle, not only would it cause a lot of damage and pins, it would likely cause my Avante, whatchamacallit, special order to kick in, and I'd be down 3 order now. Then I'd be testing, all my morale would be -2 across the board. So things like just passing an order check with 1 pin would turn into a nightmare.
Yeah, I was looking.
Alright, I'm gonna put 11 rifles onto your squad right there in the clear blue yonder. Movement. I haven't checked range yet. I'll wait to see if you want to go down or not.
So 1, 3, 4. You get the negative modifiers too.
No, I think I'm close enough to the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have plenty of movement.
So you'd have 4 for 11 for 4. Huh?
Yep. Didn't have anything in ambush. Not even
No.
sure you
No, I don't. You know what? I gotta stay up. I know that.
Oh boy.
I gotta stay up and I gotta move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I rolled pretty crappy. I'm looking for the 6s, so 4 ups. 1s, 2s, and 3s. Quite a few. Got a few hits though.
Yeah.
And then 4s again.
Oh, jeez.
4 dead with 3 6s. So I'll reroll those 6s. No exceptionals. 3 6s though. So it's just a pin and 3 dead. So like 4 dead? 3 dead? What did I say? 4 dead. I had 3 6s and then 4.
And that wasn't enough to draw the check.
Nope.
That hurt though.
Your squad's a 10 man.
Yeah. That wasn't a risk. That was a risk, but you know.
I rolled average on the to hit. I rolled above average on the to wound.
Yeah, that could have worked better in my favor.
Well, the good news is,
4 freaking dice.
even if you were veteran, I would have killed 3.
It's going downhill real quick.
Yeah, I'm pulling all the dice. But you needed a couple in a row to kind of get yourself in a threatening position, and now I'm just looking you up. Ooh. You're looking to zoom in on a mortar, huh? Go. I think I'll place these guys in ambush. Brown.
So look at your tank.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It's close with the 1-inch thing, but go right down the middle, and then let's see. It's pretty close to the sniper, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll go ahead and I kind of looked at that when it's just the soft cover from the boxes. This was actually close.
Yeah, I was gonna run it over. The artillery failed.
Worst case, if we were at a tournament and somebody's being a douche, you'd have to try to move your sniper out of the way first, which you would probably pass with a +2 lieutenant and only 1 pin. So I'm not too terribly worried about it.
So this, since I got the howitzer barrel on here right now.
Yeah, you do.
So
Actually, it's not bad.
no, I mean it's still since
But you need an advance to switch it, huh?
yeah. Yeah, so it's okay. Yes. Oh, there we go.
You can still penetrate, so you do the pins. You don't have to roll to see if you.
So it's a 2-inch template.
Because the good thing about the howitzer, where an anti-tank gun loses +1 penetration over half, howitzers don't. So
So I'm trying to remember how this will work. So if I fire, that's HE. So you hit, and that is a
+2 pin for that. It's a light howitzer, right?
oh yeah. So it's just a +2 for
+2 pin. You take a 2-inch template, but you have to try to cover the majority of the model you're hitting.
Yeah.
So there's not gonna. I don't think there's gonna be any splash damage.
no. I think your guys are a lot of range for
Now,
the center.
a different play would be, let's say your tank wasn't in the way. Here's a good.
Well, I would have lots of good things.
Here's a good play. So that you could be a little gamey with. So if you fired an HE template and this was a house,
Mhm.
so then you could say, I'm firing at the house. Don't worry about that. So if I go down or whatnot, you still affect it. And then if you hit you don't have to cover the model because they're assumed to be part of the building.
Yeah.
You could take that template and run it over the corner of the tank and get a splash damage.
You know, actually, I'm not gonna do that just yet. I want to issue a rally order on the tank.
Okay.
So that is, you go on your base, right?
Yep.
Which is a 9.
And then you have a +2 lieutenant, so up to a 10, which is the max.
Okay.
Oh!
You know, actually, that might work to my favor.
Unless you roll a friendly fire. Because
No, I was at a friendly fire. I'm doing a rally.
you rolled a foobar.
Yeah.
So now you have to roll on the foobar chart.
Thought with vehicles, they.
Nope, everybody rolls foobar.
Oh, God. Shouldn't have come over today. There's nothing going right here for me.
So roll a friendly fire, and you have, if you roll a friendly fire, then
Oh, I probably will.
there'll be an enemy within 12 inches. Since I advanced the squad, I'll have you blast your.
Yeah, I probably will.
Was that a 1 or a 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is a friendly fire.
So read the rules for that real quick.
Unit does not, let's see, the unit does not move, it opens fire against a friendly unit, mistaking it for an enemy. Place fire order on the unit, opposing player controls the firing unit,
Target has to be something.
except for chosen friendly unit. Okay, must have an enemy unit within 12 inches, proximity to the enemy precisely what has caused the friendly fire incident. If no such target is available, the unit does not fire and goes down.
So you've got a lieutenant within 12 inches
Yeah.
of one of my squads. So I'll choose your lieutenant as the friendly fire victim. So it's a fire order. He'd just be the turret. And we got an MMG and a tank gun on there.
Yeah.
You're still firing with 5 pins though.
Yeah. Well,
So-
doesn't matter that, it's,
So you're still gonna, so it's 5 pins. You're gonna need a 7. You want me to roll or you want to roll it? You're rolling really good.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't need any more hits on stuff.
It'd still be supers. Nothing. But it's funny.
Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing going right with that.
Because it doesn't say you ignore the pins. So
Yeah. So there's the,
the guy is panicking, trying to climb out the hatch. He's like, I'm out. When this tank comes, he's trying to climb out the hatch and he steps on the tank rotate lever, and it's just
it rotates around,
yeah,
guns spraying.
this gun's going
360 fire. Alright, so that's a fire order on him, so.
Well, the big thing was just a failed rally. And it's actually the worst result, because if you would have just failed, you would have backed up.
Yeah. Well, I know that was the worst of the worst, so.
Blue. I'm gonna test my LMG squad for. I'm gonna go for an advance. 9, 8. That's what they have. 8. So 1 pin. Well, I'll go ahead and put the LMG on that squad. You're gonna have hard cover because the building's still in the way, but I can see some guys. So, armory 3, move 4, hard cover 6. Pretty sure I'm at short. Yeah, short with the LMG. The 3 rifles will be in range but long. So there's 3 rifles on 7. I'll roll those real quick. Nothing. And then 4 shots on 6. 1 hit. Nobody died.
2 pins. Okay.
Round.
No, they didn't move in the woods, did they?
No, they're still there.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot with my mortar,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I thought about doing something with them.
Yeah. I'll do that for now, so. All right, so fire, and he needs a 5 up.
Good.
No, so now he's 4. Doesn't matter, you put him anyways. All right.
Brown.
They're on ambush.
Yeah. Box.
This counted as 1 here, right, for soft cover?
Correct.
I'll give him run order.
The good news in this game, Chris, is you're still winning.
Yeah.
You've got one, oh, order dice wise. I haven't taken off an order dice yet.
No.
Changing course, huh?
Well, I'm not gonna win as the attacker, so.
Let's see.
Yeah,
quite see through those dents. Can hear them moving back there, but
Okay.
if you want, we could stop this game at the end of the turn and re-rack it and set up the same scenario, but me be the attacker.
We'll see how this goes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to take the objectives unless something drastically changes. in my
Yeah,
favor.
the things that I was worried about just keep breaking in my favor.
Yeah, so, the best I'll be able to have is try to stop you from getting over to my side at this point, so.
Well, there is a double envelopment one or a double point defense. I like this scenario, and this is what we were this is what we were talking about a couple weeks ago. Same exact scenario, but then if you put 3 tokens on your side, it makes people decide what they want to do. You can sit because then we'd be looking at a game where it'd be right now a draw. I'd have to be pushing. We should do that. We should play that game next.
What's that?
Because remember we had that conversation about this scenario being more fair. It's basically point defense, but then also do point defense on your side. So imagine this game like right now where it's not going so well for you. I'm like, great, this is great, but it's a draw because you'd have 3 tokens on your side and I'd have 3 tokens on my side. I would have had to been pushing to try to go get a token. You know what I mean? I couldn't just camp. Couldn't just sit here and camp.
Or I could.
Right. Well, unless we were just happy with the draw, we go grab some beers. You know. No, but then that's what's cool about that idea, and I would love to see that idea. We should play that so we see how it works, because then it's like you do like probing to see what happens and see how they react, and then realize.
Let's finish the turn at least.
Oh no, I'm saying, well, we should play that next
Oh, okay.
with the same army order of battle
Sure.
and play that. I think it'd be really, we could rearrange the train or leave it or whatever.
You haven't done anything with your medium machine gun.
No, it hasn't gone yet. Because I like the idea of that, because this can't, like I said, this one is very much favors the defender. But if you made this exact same scenario, and then you there was no defender, there's basically 2 defenders. You put your 3, I put my 3, we deploy our armies, but we could go back to the old rules where there's half of them have to be on the table, and then the other half is in reserve. That would be fun. Because then it'd be a cat and mouse game of pushing for an objective and reacting to protecting your objective.
4,
Yeah.
3,
Well,
2.
let's just-
You're gonna get in trouble.
Let's just see what happens here. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a shot with my light howitzer. at
Okay,
the tank.
sounds
So
good.
That's a range of 48, so.
So 24 would be long.
Yeah, where's 24? So, no, so it'll be long range, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Long range soft
3,
cover.
soft cover 4, 5.
Yep.
So, let's see, come on.
Uh,
Okay, nothing. Next dice.
blue. So I ran my LNG squad out in front of them. They haven't passed a rally check in 2 turns. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna try for a fire order, but I'm gonna try to fire indirect. So if I pass. I don't know yet.
Oh.
Let me see if I pass first. So fire. Looking for a 7. Whoops, that's 4. Nope, they fail. So they just go down.
That's your gun.
Yep.
It's a neat little gun.
I love that little gun. It's a German model. Maybe that's why they're just like, not our problem, not our battle.
It's kind of how the tank goes. 9, shoot everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
This turret just spins 360 and just starts
Yeah.
shooting at this point.
He's very disappointed. He's disappointed at the progress of the Bulgarian army. So he's just.
Oh, he decided to take out the.
Just didn't take out the lieutenant. He's like, I'm in charge now. Alright, well let's go. Now that the threat has ran that way,
There's nothing keeping you from moving.
so I'm gonna just get out of the woods, so I'm gonna advance. Up behind this. It's gonna be soft cover, huh?
Yeah, I mean, mark when you're done too. So.
Okay. Alright. Gotta get out of here to get my options open.
carrying the veiled wooden shields with them.
Yes, they have their wooden shields. They've been working so far.
Yeah, they set them up like a Roman
Phalanx.
phalanx with shields in the front.
Where will advance? I'll put 11 shots on that mortar. So it's normally 3, move 4, long range 5, soft cover 6, small team 7, because they're only a 2-man squad. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. For supers. 1 possible. Nope. Got out of the woods. The blazing gunfire into the air, hooting and hollering.
Those infantry units are good, where if you can get them close enough, that's a lot of dice roll.
Yeah, 11 shots. And it's kind of like, you got small squads with the LMG to give them a little more firepower, and then the big body squads to kind of push closer so they can take some damage and still be able to be
Right.
effective. I'll go LMG on the sniper who hasn't done anything yet. So I've got 4 shots with LMG. 1 other guy can shoot out the door, so, and then 2 guys shooting out this window. So the LMG is normally a 3. It's going to be small team 4, soft cover 5. I'm pretty sure it's a short range. I haven't measured yet.
Yeah, I'll go down with him.
And then small team. So normally 3. Wait, did I count that already? Normally 3, soft cover 4, small team 5. Yeah, okay, so I already counted. And there's no range on the LMG. So I'm looking at 5s unless you go down.
Yeah, I'll go down.
So 7.
He's gonna dig a hole and dig deep.
So I'll just roll them all together since they're all on 7s.
Yeah.
So 4 for the LMG, and then 3 extra rifles.
Didn't even have to go down, did I?
No. No. Nope, you didn't. I wouldn't even got a hit with the LMG.
I'm better safe than sorry at this point. Oh, would I have had to pass an order check to go
Nope,
down?
you can always go down. Ooh. LMG, and a lieutenant, and an anti-tank rifle left. I guess I'll just get my anti-tank rifle. I don't think I'm gonna get a shot on you. Can't do anything in your front armor anyway. It'd be a 50-50 chance whether I even pin you, but. So I'm just gonna do a run order. I'm gonna run around. Do that gap. Just in here. Blue. Lieutenant, maybe? I'll just have it go down. Down.
That building would count as what kind of cover?
If you're in it, it's hardcover and it gives you the exceptional damage, or what do they call it? You get +1 to be killed, so you be like veterans, 5 up.
You know, I'm gonna attempt to pass an order check to, you have to run, correct?
To get in a building, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna, so he is 9, so 7.
Okay. Got it.
Looked like it was coming up a 6.
Yeah.
So,
So clear 1 pin,
alright.
just run it in there.
Yeah. So let's get in here.
say die.
Alright.
Ooh, this got 3 dice. You got an MMG.
Yeah, one,
Observer and a
two.
lieutenant.
Yeah, 3 dice in there.
My MMG doesn't have a shot on that building because my Saharine is in the way. I think I will just maybe move them. I'll run them. I go 12 on a run, so I'm just gonna run right back. Okay. And your last 3?
Alright, so.
Here's my scissors, my kitchen scissors.
That was right.
I'm gonna grab a cup of Joe. Anything?
No, I'm good for right now. Dice now. All I did was just shifted my officer over about
Okay.
an inch and a half or 2. And this guy I ran up into some cover
Okay.
instead of sitting in the road. And now for the machine gun. Ho ho ho! I have a machine gun.
Yeah. You have somebody to shoot at. Not the best shot in the world, but
Yeah.
maybe 2 people would do it. Now your squad's out of the way. You got 2 targets.
Yeah, you know what? That's 36 inches. Yeah. That's 36.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna take a pop with your gun.
Oh, at the gun? I was thinking.
Yes.
Didn't you try that already before you measure?
Yeah, I did actually. Didn't I? It was out.
Yeah, you did try that already.
Yeah, and it was like an inch and a half.
Yeah.
out, Yeah.
So you got
Well,
a
thank
squad
you for
there,
reminding
squad
me,
there.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Well, when you take a break in between days, it's,
Yeah.
you kind of forget some stuff.
So I would have -2 here.
Yeah. Hard cover against them.
So that would be 3, 4, so I'd be 5s on them and soft cover on that.
Soft cover there, but maybe long range. So it'd be back to 5s probably. I think that's short range there.
So that would go back down to 4 then.
Well, no, it'd be normally 3, hard cover 5. This would be normally 3, soft cover 4, long range 5.
Right, but if it's short, it goes back down to,
No, it just doesn't do +1. Just when I say short, meaning the 0 to 18, not point blank.
well, let's just make it easy and I'll just shoot it.
All right, that's probably a good target.
So
As bad as I've been passing order checks, just need to get a pin on me and I'll probably fail.
half is what, 18?
Yep, so there you
Yeah,
go.
So it's 18, so. All right, so that is
5 shots on 5. No buzzsaw rules for the Bulgarians, huh?
No.
So
Why-
let me ask you a question. If you took your German selection as an infantry unit, and they had LMGs, they would get their special
Well,
rule
I
of
wanted
buzzsaw,
to,
right?
that was something I was looking at, and in the book it says that, you know, the Axis allies, you can take any squad, any vehicle, whatever, as long as it's just regular.
Okay.
But when you go to the force selectors, it only gives you a certain things that you can select. It doesn't give you infantry selection, so that maybe that's something that's,
It gives you certain
Okay, for example, armor.
right?
Right, only certain armor.
That's how the Romanian book is written too. So, yeah, you can take any infantry squad out of the German book.
But it doesn't, I'm just saying is it doesn't give you that option underneath their infantry selections
in the
in Easy Army.
in Easy Army.
Yeah. So it's almost like you would have to have a whole other sheet just for.
Gotcha.
Because I was considering
I thought
doing.
there was a trick to that. Well, maybe it was. 'Cause I ran an infantry squad with my
Maybe if you
Romanians.
started another platoon, like on that same.
Correct, but you'd have to have a lieutenant on there to make it legal, otherwise it won't let you print it. Or you could just write it in. Or actually, what I would do, if you want it, like for a turn, for here it doesn't matter. But if you're making a tournament, I would just make a 1,200 point list or 1,100 point list. No? Oh, see, I see what you're saying. So, because you want the German.
So say, like,
list.
I was actually considering this is taking a German, like engineer platoon, for example,
Mhm.
but then
They're only veterans, though.
well, something that's not a veteran,
Yeah.
some kind of an infantry, you know, I was looking around at, but then when I went to the Easy Army with the infantry selections for the Bulgarians, even on the reinforced platoon, which shouldn't have any, limitations like a
So,
force selector.
does Easy Army put the German tanks in the tank selector?
It only gave certain options again. The only rule I came across was for the Bulgarians in the book was that they can take any vehicle or armor or whatever, but it has to be 9+ or less.
Right,
It has
that's
to
the
be a
same,
9
that's the same rule for the Romanian.
But then when you go to the
Because
Easy
we're talking
Army-
about the Panther, that was a 9 tank with a 10 front.
Yeah, but that's a special rule, so.
You would be fine. I actually had that discussion online, and the prominent experts agreed that it's a 9 tank with a 10 armor upgrade.
But yeah, but even when you go to the actual support vehicles, it only lists out like maybe 6 different things that you could select from.
But yeah, so you would have to choose it and just either add it by hand or see if you can get that single sheet to print off. And then you'd be taking a 850 point list to a
Yeah.
tournament and then say I have 850 points here and then I have this. So, yeah, because then you would have the buzzsaw rule.
If it's an actual German, yeah, because they still keep the
For them,
German
yep.
special abilities.
Mhm, yes.
So, well, that'd be interesting, take a German officer.
You could. That would make
As long as
sense
he's
too.
As long as he's regular.
That's actually a good idea. If you take a German officer, he would get the bonus snap too, which would make sense with the Bulgarian army. Because imagine if they sent a German, I'm taking command of this unit, and by God, things are going to be my way. And he's running around with them because you've got your
Well,
normal
saw
Bulgarian
me-
lieutenant,
You
and
saw
then
me do that with the Russians, is when I had like a.
That's a good
inexperienced
idea.
Captain, and then I ran, or an inexperienced lieutenant, and then I ran captain, I was able to snap to almost that, whole length.
that would be
order
cool
units.
to add a regular German second or first lieutenant, depending what you had the points for. Because
Yeah.
even if you ran a second lieutenant, you get 2 snap 2s because the German special rule. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. You were gonna ask me something specifically before we got sidetracked, you remember? Maybe it was about.
The buzzsaw?
Maybe that's
I
what.
think it was buzzsaw.
Okay, yeah, so I was gonna go.
5 on 5.
So I need 5 dice for 5, come on, I need something here. 2,
Do it.
that's a pin at least.
Yeah.
And 4 up to kill?
Yep.
Okay. Nothing.
Nobody. They're still full strength. So now I was worried that would fail my.
Yeah, so.
I was worried I'd fail my order check.
That was
Now
my
this is
last,
gonna
that was my last dice.
All right. So turn Thor.
Turn 4. I'll grab some smoke quick if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. That was ugly.
Tank didn't die. Good news, I guess.
I wish it would have retreated. I really do, because that's what I wanted it to do.
Yeah,
I would've-
clear off that
to get him out of the
mortar.
way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm put that on here, so.
Just let this. Since I'm in the YouTube app. All right, if you're watching this video, I don't know how to pause it. without it kicking out of the YouTube app because I have it into the YouTube, but I'm just going to upload it as a video. So fast forward for about 5 minutes and we'll be back. I'll do that when we get back. So you won't be sitting here staring at emptiness. We're good on that battery. I just future reference. I like that camera angle much better.
You see the majority of the board.
Yeah, it's way better. You can actually get a.
You know what you could always do too is, you know, if you could back this thing up maybe about another foot, you'd be able to get the whole entire board.
Yeah, well, I'll move my fantasy army and then maybe just position that right in the middle, I think. And then this has got quite a good camera on it. So, all right, we'll be back. We'll be back. All right, so continuing on. So next turn, I guess, right?
Turn 4.
All right, go ahead and start pulling some dice. Hmm? Yeah, go get one. Me, let's see, what might be the priority? I think my Saharina should keep. I should probably try to protect
We
it.
had about 40 snacks already.
I don't believe
I wonder if this is broken. You've been stepping on
I
it.
think I'm gonna do my Saharina, and I'm pretty confident. I don't have much to protect this, but I don't want to give you a like a close assault overrun situation.
Somebody.
Come on.
Well, I mean, it's getting to the point you need to do
No,
something.
not getting on the counter. Or
So I'm gonna do I'll just do an advance. So I'll turn.
Ask somebody.
Mommy.
I'll drive 12 inches to here,
I gotta.
and I can make a second turn. So I'll turn. I'll go ahead and put my autocannon on the side, and I'll put the front MMG on your tank gun, which is not a great shot, but whatever. We can actually check those rules for that gun pit again. Alright, so advance. 2 shots on the side, I'll roll 2 dice, I'll roll them all together. Let's see if I get lucky with the 2 dice. And then 5 shots, so normally it's a 3, move 4, hard cover, 6, and then that counts as them being down?
Yeah.
Or is that correct?
Yeah, it counts as I'm being down here. That is it's not the bunker, gun pit. Oh, here, yeah, it says go to the dug-in rules on the DVA overlord, if I remember. Yeah, that just means they're considered down
Without it going down.
Yeah.
So, alright, so 7 supers on the gun pit, and 3s, move 4s for the side armor. So no super chances to try. 1 hit again with the gun.
on him.
Yeah. I needed 5 to, actually, point blank would have applied, but I still rolled a 2, so I would only needed a 3. So I still got 1 hit. And plus 2, so I need a 5 to match. Hey, there's a match. I get to finally roll in the damage chart, but it's at -3 because it's only match. Come on, Saharina. So 4 goes to a 1, so it'd be a crew stunned, another pin, and down order.
And the down, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I get a few more pins on there to pin you out if I can hit with that mortar.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, he's down, I can't do anything.
Yeah, I haven't pinned anything out in a long time. Like pinned out of the game, because with the rally being
Well,
easier.
he's been stuck there and hasn't been able to move and football
Oh, I
and
know.
everything else.
Uh,
Well, he's a regular, so he's only 1 away at this point.
2, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 9, yeah.
I mean, the mortar should do it if I fire that. It's not really a priority, it's more of a desire than a... I'm going to deal with this squad first, though. So I'm going to put... they're carrying a pin still, right?
Yes, 1.
I'm going to go LMG on just the building. So normally a 3, hardcover 5. And you'll be exceptional to kill. I need 5s to kill. So 5s to hit and 5s to kill because of the extra protection. You're gonna go down.
You said it was what now?
So normally a 3, it's 5 because of the hard cover, and it'd be 5s to hit and 5s to wound because of the extra protection.
It just offers just 1.
What's that?
The extra protection?
Yep, offers +1.
No, I'll stay up.
Okay. So 4 for the LMG, and then 3 guys. The guys are at short, so they're all hitting on the same. So 5s to hit. 2, 3,
Okay.
and 5s to wound. Oh, Oh, all three with a 6. No, no exceptional. Damn it, that's bullshit. No, that's brutal. That was tough. So 1 pin and 3 dead. Yeah.
3 dead.
The finally,
1, 2.
the finely tuned Italian LMG. Yeah, that was rough. I didn't expect to kill anyone.
They were just laying.
I'm
So
gonna-
is that?
I'll move your pin to 2.
So now I got to roll for them too now, don't I?
Oh yeah, you lost half.
Okay, so they have to make a morale check, right?
Yep, on a 7 for the 2 pins. Good. Staying in the fight.
Staying in the fight. You know, you keep getting all these first dice like this. It doesn't even give me a chance to react. You again?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to finish these guys off. I'm gonna go advance order to clear the 1 inch from my. I'm not too worried about that. I'm just gonna do some damage. Won't kill me. 11-man squad can take a hit, I think. Not enough to get completely out. Alright, so advance. I'm gonna shoot that squad there. So I've got, since these big squads are kind of weird, I've got all these dudes out in the clear are gonna be at point blank.
So 3, they move, or
Move.
3, move 3 is 4.
Yep.
Back-
Hard cover 6,
But back down to 5.
5. Yep. And then these guys will be on 7s, I believe.
I'm gonna stay up. I gotta try to do something with
So
this.
3, 6, 9 on 5s. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 5. 6, 7, 9 on 5s. These guys are normally 3, move 4, hard cover 6. Oh yeah, so it's just because they're not long. So 2 blue dice on 6. Everybody else on 5s. If you would have had 1 less guy, it would have been a small team.
Yeah.
So a 6 hit and 3 5-ups hit. And looking for 5s again because of the harder extra protection. Oh, I rolled 3 dead.
Really?
Yeah, 3 out of 4. Dice came alive.
Yeah. What I was going to do with those guys, if I would have gotten the chance, was I was gonna Panzerfaust this thing right to the face,
Oh yeah, right through that window.
right through the
That would've
window,
been hitting on it, too.
and then be able to put an LMG and some rifle fire on those guys.
Yeah, if you would have got the first dice, you would have took that out for sure.
You know, and if I would have got, if I would have got them into the building before they got ripped in half.
Yeah, if you were, even with what you had, you had a 6-man squad with 1 pin, so if you would have passed the order check, you'd be hitting on a 2, and you'd be hitting on a 4. That would have been pretty good.
Yeah, that was the original plan, so here's the order dice for them. I think, make sure.
Yeah, they hadn't gone yet.
Nothing's working out. Bulgarians have just, they might as well not even they didn't show up to the fight this game. Wow.
Well, they spent all night digging entrenchments and building fortifications, and the
Yeah.
first thing at dawn, they go, all right, head out. They're like, what? We're exhausted from building shit all night.
Yeah.
I'll just do a fire order here on your mortar. Normally a 3, long range 4, soft cover 5, small team 6. 11 shots on 6.
Doesn't do any good to go down, so I'm gonna stay up. Try to move him. See, 11 at 6.
Yeah. Got 1 hit
It's a pin.
and a 4. They're not veteran. I did a wound.
Okay, so he's down to 1 guy too. So.
Okay, they're regs.
Yeah, they're ready.
So that'll force a check then.
Yeah, I might as as well roll that. So
That's
that
at -2 because 1 pin and last man.
Okay, 7, 9. So 7s?
Yep. Good.
Okay. Oh, let me throw a marker on him here. Okay.
I'm doing advance with my tank just to kind of get out of that tank gun's path. So use your vehicle as a. I'm on the road the whole time, so I can double and move. I'm just gonna do 1 turn and go 12 inches to there, and I will. That was yours. So I'll put the.
Did you roll for them?
Yeah, I think. Did they take a pin? No, I thought they cleared that pin when they moved into the woods.
Didn't they?
Yeah, they never got shot at after.
Okay, I don't remember. I just.
Or did you hit? No, you hit with your MMG. And
That's
then-
right, I hit,
yeah.
I didn't kill, so.
I mean, and you didn't kill. I said so I'd be able to reroll. So 9 would become an 8. 8. So no, I didn't. But it's a good. It would have made a big difference. Those single pins can make a difference every now and then. But I would have had to reroll. So. All right. Yeah, good point. All right. So normally 3, move 4. Since we're both against the cover, I don't know if it's maybe it still applies. We'll use it. So normally 3, move 4, soft cover 5, point blank 4. So I'll go tank gun on the tank. I'll do whole mount machine gun against your gun nest. And I'll go ahead and come out with the pintle onto the sniper, which is 360.
Okay.
So we'll do the tank gun first. Normally, what is it? Normally 4?
You said 4,
Yeah, because of the point blank. 4.
4.
So it's +4 penetration. Finally got something with some heat, with some punch hitting you. +4 against the front, so I need a 4 to match. 2, damn. Should've won a match. So another pin though.
Okay.
All right, MMG against the gun pit's gonna need supers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're throwing up dice and stuff, and you'll get them eventually, right? So 2 possibles. Hey, double! I rolled 2 hits. Wow! I rolled boxcars. And killing them, they veterans or reds?
Those are pets.
No, no damage. So just 1 pin.
So pin. Okay.
Alright, and then the pintle on the sniper. 5 shots, normally 3, move 4, soft cover 5, small team 6, point blank 5.
It's what, 3 dice?
It's a MMG, so 5.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, 3 hits, 5 ups. Veteran?
Yeah.
Got a 6 and a 5 and a 1.
Dead?
Yep. I'm open top now. So you should assault me with that squad of dudes if you can see me. If you can make it that far.
Get a dice out of here, so. Okay.
Well, that's interesting though. So since I'm open top, I could theoretically cause. I could theoretically harm my vehicle by putting a pin on it. So you probably, normally you can just fire bullets and guns and machine guns right past your tank without a problem. But if you're open top,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay, run that. Oh, for firing past it for you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The 1-inch rule. You could normally ignore it.
Well, I can't use my gun against your tank.
Yeah, that's why it's squeezed up against.
You said you have to be able to see to assault.
Yes. Yeah.
so like a guy.
You can see it.
4.
You have to make a tank fear check though. Well, no, you have a Panzerfaust, so
Yeah.
so you're immune to the tank fear check.
Okay, so hypothetically here now too, I run or I advance. Okay, well how does assault work on open tops then?
So it'd be a run order. You have to run to assault,
Mhm.
and then you roll the 2 hits. Since I moved this turn on an advance, you're gonna be hitting on a 6. So you need 6s to hit, and any hits that you score, you then roll a d6 and add that many hits to it.
Okay.
So since you have an anti-tank, since you have tank hunter rule because of the Panzerfaust, if you would whatever you score, you don't. It's not superficial normally, and wouldn't be anyway because I'm considered open top. So if you match an open top's armor, an 8, you destroy it. Don't even roll on the chart. So you would need to score 2 hits on 6s
Okay, so
to be able to knock me out.
okay.
You still have to match my armor, but then once you do, you don't roll on the chart. It's auto dead. So you need
Okay.
2 6s followed by a 6,
How about this? Technically,
or you just shoot it.
since I'm where I'm sitting, okay, actually the Panzerfaust guy is the guy
Mhm.
that's can see him. And I think, yeah, tank's sitting in the way for your arena thing for the most part.
Although you can
So-
shoot rifles at the Saharina, because the rifles can't harm your tank.
Well, I guess I was just looking for line of sight. The majority of my squad is actually,
But you're gonna want to move either way, because the
No.
Panzerfaust only has a
Panzerfaust's got a
12-inch range.
That's, you don't think that's 12 inches?
Or is it 12 or 6?
It's 12.
12, yeah, flamethrower 6.
It's got a 12-inch range.
So it's.
You know what I think I'm gonna do? I mean, he was one of the only guys that maybe him that could see the tank to begin with. So, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna sit and declare a fire. And I think I'm going to take the Panzerfaust at the tank.
Okay.
Just to double check, so there's 12.
Good. Okay.
He's within range. And then I'm gonna put fire on your squad in the open over here with my LMG and how many rifles I can get on them.
Sounds good.
So let's do the Panzerfaust first.
Okay, so normally 3.
Come on.
It's a soft cover.
Soft cover.
4, and then long range 5.
Yeah.
You ignore long range for penetration, but not for it to hit.
Come on.
You rolled a 1 on your tank gun too.
I rolled for like 3 ones in a row, so never mind for that.
All right.
Okay, so Panzerfaust is gone. I'm gonna swap him out with a different guy here. Okay. So I got a LMG. That's 56, right? So that's 18.
Okay, short range for that.
Okay. And then I'll have pretty much everybody, but, oh, that's the
That's the
lieutenant.
lieutenant.
Oh, okay. So he won't be able to fire, that's the Panzerfaust guy, and I don't think he can fire, so for submachine gunner, he's out of range, so 4 rifles and an LMG.
Okay.
So let's do the LMG first.
It'll be on a normally a 3, and it's a short range, so 3.
Okay, so 4-3.
Alright, pretty good shot. Oh, 4 hit. Look at that.
Okay, finally something.
And
And 4 for kill.
Are you gonna do the kill? Okay, so 2
So
dead.
2 dead and a pin. And then I had 4 rifle shots at long,
Yep.
so that's
4s.
3. Okay.
Oh, on fire.
Yeah. Little late, a little late to do much of a difference, but at least these guys are doing something.
It's
So
gonna give me a little bit of a reality check here, I guess. Move,
Okay,
don't
so-
sit in the open.
yeah, so 4
Killing on 4s.
killing on 4s. 1,
Possible
that's exceptional. Wait, there's my 3 1s, huh?
Hey!
So what do you-
just got a NCO.
Yeah,
I
just
don't have
take the
any.
NCO out then too,
So it's the 1 pin plus a dead NCO, and
Mhm.
it's 4, but not enough for a check to have an 11-man squad.
Okay.
But some damage done.
Now, do they continue to suffer a -1 because of the NCO being dead?
Yep, I have some markers for that.
Oh,
NCO
actually, here, I got one. It's what I used over here on.
Because if I don't put a marker on there, I'll forget.
Well, you know, the only thing that could've made that better was getting that Panzerfaust shot.
Yeah.
That would've, made a difference. So, at least they did something. Okay. Okay, you.
I guess I'll test my howitzer again for a fire order. Still looking on a 7. He hasn't passed the entire game. 8, so just goes down.
Wow.
Man, terrible.
Fortunately, you have to eat it.
How many? Oh, this is the start of the turn. If I get my morale boost up, maybe I'll pass.
I've got,
the check.
2 dice out.
And I have 1, so I'm only up by 1 dice.
Now, well, how much do the objectives count? Because it's not about, I mean, order dice play.
No, I was thinking for my. I was just thinking for my Avante Savor, where I get the
But
morale.
as far as victory conditions go,
You've got to capture objective.
Yeah.
Yep, there's no.
you?
Let's go mortar, see if we can knock out this tank with 2 pins.
Yeah, put him down.
We're looking for a 2 up. 1.
Really?
Yeah. Dang it. Wah, wah. Because he got weirded out that my tank got so close.
Okay, you? Yeah, I think you've got me on some order dice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? Still got 5 in here. Okay, well, yeah.
Lieutenant,
1, 2, 3,
gun,
4, 5.
observer, NMG. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
What to do now? I guess, anti-tank rifle. Go ahead and advance. We'll go into the woods so I can see through them. Advance, so normally a 3, move 4, soft cover 5. I'm gonna shoot a plink at that tank. So if I even hit it, then it's only a 50% chance that I could, because I don't have enough penetration to. So let's see if I hit it first. I did on a 5, so it's only +1, so I can't hurt you. So a pin would affect you on a 50-50 chance. You're not pinned automatically because I can't penetrate your armor, but you're a reg. So on a 4, 5, or 6, it's a 50-50 chance. So 4, 5, or 6, you actually take a pin. A 1, 2, or 3, you don't. No, you don't. It's a 50-50 if you can't penetrate, whether or not they. Veterans always ignore it if it's not enough to penetrate the tank. I guess they fear they know better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember reading something about that.
Inexperienced always take a pin. Even if it can't hurt them. So HMG against a inexperienced King Tiger will still put a pin on it. Although I don't think you can buy him inexperienced. Got an MMG squad. There's nothing to really do over there. Got my lieutenant. I guess I try to squeeze my lieutenant up to provide some morale. I'll just advance into the tree line. Okay.
You?
Not much to do here. I guess I'll put these dudes on ambush. They're already on ambush. So. Alright, next steps.
2 out of dice.
I got a MMG squad over there.
And there you go.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, nope, you still got 1 in the bag.
I do.
Mhm.
Whoa, what? Did I grab my dead dice? I might have grabbed my dead dice and put it in the middle. my last one's MMG. I'll just go down. Yeah, let's go down.
Okay. Now, him just being a one-man deal, he can run.
Yeah, he can still do everything normally. He just has to pass an order check.
Yeah,
At minus
he'd be -3 then.
-2. It's one for the pin and one for the. It basically counts the dead NCO.
Well, I will try to. No, he's gonna hold his ground, I think. He's gonna fire.
Okay.
So he has to pass morale. What do we say, a 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
6, so we pull that.
And big 6. You want to fire that mortar onto me?
Yep, I'll drop him onto, yes, you're still outside of minimum range, 12.
Oh, yeah, they have a
I think it's 12.
6 for the light mortar, I think. It's pretty close. Maybe it's 12.
Let me double check.
I think it's 6 for the light mortar. Normal mortars are 12.
Yeah. Let's see. Light mortar, yeah, no, light mortar's 12.
So,
Doesn't give you a very big window.
No.
24.
yeah.
Okay, so let's see if we can get a 6.
Ah,
Close 5. Okay, so he's done. And let's go with medium machine gun on your infantry in the open.
Okay.
So that would be 5 dice.
Looking
Normal
for 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3
hits. Kill on 4s.
1.
1. Got that full strength out of the way.
Just gonna go down. So do I have left? Oh, him and lieutenant. Let's. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give an advance order and switch the barrel.
Okay.
So he's gonna be a anti-tank gun now, so.
Sounds good. So you have to pass an order check, because I did put a pin on.
Yep.
Miraculous 7s to hit.
He's veteran, so that's a 9.
Yep. Good. All right. Remove that, swap out the barrel.
So now with the advance,
Can't
so he-
fire,
he can't fire them?
because it's a fixed gun.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So. And my last one would be my lieutenant. What the hell am I gonna do with him?
Assault the tank. Roll 2 6s, followed by 6.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Not?
That would be awesome though.
Well,
I can't even see that. Move into the woods and kill my anti-tank rifle.
I was thinking of that.
I do have 2 squads out in the ambush, but this one would be the only one you have to worry about.
Or that one would be.
No, I can't fire through my own.
Oh. Sorry.
Or you can just shoot from right there. You don't even have to move into the woods. You can see into the woods. Where you got some machine guns?
Well, I got a submachine gun and a rifle, so I would have to move in if I want to use a machine gun.
No, you're within 12. Probably just be longer.
Iron through that would be
Soft cover.
soft cover.
Small team, long range for the sub. 2 shots on 6. And then 1 shot on 5.
Yeah, what the hell, yeah. I better get some dice first or I'm really screwed next turn, so that's all I can say, so. Alright, yeah, I'll give him a fire order, so.
So let's see if the 2 shots on 6. You roll boxcars, and it was an assault on the tank. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I don't see that happening, so. 2 for 6?
Yep. Oh, 2 5s. And then you got a rifle shot on a 5 up.
Oh, that's right. No, something, nothing. All right, that's it.
Alright.
Seven, is that right?
I'm gonna leave those 2 on ambush.
Be kind to me this time. See some brown dice.
Alright. Blue. Let's go.
So many choices, huh?
Yeah, let's get crazy. Tank. I'm gonna do a turn. I'm gonna advance 9 inches-ish. As far as I can. To there. Move into the woods. I'm gonna swivel this gun back to the left. I'm gonna fire 2 hole mounts on this squad. I'm gonna go open top and fire the pintle on the lieutenant.
Okay, we do the tank first.
Okay. Normally 3, move 4, point blank 3.
Yeah, he didn't have any
Got
covers.
covered there, not the majority. So a 3, 6 with the Wahoo Warrior dice up. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, do you think we should try to do something for Memorial Day weekend, or? I'm looking at the forecast right now. Saturday, 83 with a 3% chance of rain. Sunday, 81 with an 80% chance of rain. And Monday, which is Memorial Day, is a 40% chance of rain.
Yeah, we'll do some. Let me call you back in just a little bit, and we'll figure something out. All right.
Okay,
Bye. All right, +4 for the light anti-tank. Against the side will give me +5, so I need a 3 to match your 8. I got a 3, so it's another glance. Dang it, didn't penetrate. So it's a D6 -3, another crew stunned. So
Well, he's pinned out. He
is
gone.
that 2? Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
pinned
not-
out, so the tank crew bails out. You could leave it there. They would just basically bail out, and I got a flame marker if you want it.
That's fine. Yeah.
So the crew sticks their white flag out. Let's see. I might have to assemble.
Yeah, no, I've seen you use them before.
I get my stuff blown up all the time. So they bail out, run away. All right, and then I got some machine guns now. So 10 on that squad. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Normally 3, move 4. Technically you have soft cover because of your other squad in the way. 5, point blank 4. Unless you go down and do 6s.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm gonna go. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to save him here.
No 6s.
Okay.
So you saved them. I did get some. I got 3 5s. I'm gonna hit.
And then you're gonna have how many shots on the lieutenant?
5.
So 5 for.
So he'll have normally 3, move 4, small team 5, point blank 4. Because there's
Yeah,
nothing.
he's gonna go down too.
So 6s.
Yeah.
I scored
Ooh.
2.
They're regulars. So
1 dead.
that's gonna cause him to.
Take a check.
There's his-
But it's just gonna be a check on a 10, actually.
Okay, we made it.
So they're not a team weapon, so they don't suffer the -1 because he's the actual lieutenant. If the actual lieutenant died.
Yeah.
All right. So I tank is trying to get himself killed before. I guess I should do some of these. They only have one pin, but a dead NCO. I'm gonna fire back at you. Try to. So normally 9, pin 8, dead NCO 7, but the lieutenant back to an 8. It passed on a 4. So I'll fire 7 rifles.
Just stay in there, I'll put that up.
So 7 rifles back over at you.
They're down.
Oh, they are down. Dang it. Sorry. Yeah. So normally a 3, long range 4, down 6. So
Got
1, 2.
You got 2 6s, let me see. So then you're gonna take a pin.
And damage.
Oh, come on. Really?
Let's see if I can roll an exceptional. If I roll a kill the NCO and the LMG. No. 6 is followed by double 1s. Boy, if we were on the craps table and it had a yo, I would be rich right now.
You are rolling like a machine over there. If I wasn't so stubborn, I just would have conceded
I'm waiting for it.
a while ago. Well, I'm just waiting to see if I take out this tank. I'm waiting for a dice to see if I can shoot something.
I'm waiting to see as well.
That's really.
It'd be nice because the veteran crew switch out the barrel, they're ready to fire, they're ready to do it.
And if I could have got first dice, I would have tried to pop your tank, which would have changed the battlefield again.
I don't know if you could have shot at me though. You would have had to do something. You would have had to try to do your tank first and then have him fail an order check and reverse, and then
Your first action was you took out the tank. Oh no, you.
No, I drove to the side.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
But you could have tried to do something with that, and if it would have failed, it would have reversed, and then would have opened up a field of fire for you.
Yeah,
So what's a pillbox give an MMG team? It gives them counts as down, or it's minus
yeah.
4. This is basically
it's a
minus
-4 for direct fire,
4.
and that's assuming they're not down. So I mean,
So 7s basically.
Yeah.
What you need on it. Let's go with the howitzer that hasn't passed ever. Looking for 7. Yay! Now they're in the game. So go to 1 pin and I'll fire indirect onto the pillbox. Looking for a 6. Now they finally woke up. Oh, I was thinking I was gonna roll that
oh, we
6.
ran into a new turn, didn't we? This is 5.
Yeah, turn 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was hoping to put some pins on it. So all right, next day. I don't think I have that many more order dice than you.
Well, you started with 13 and I had 9.
Yeah, well,
And you're down 1 and I'm down 2.
Yeah,
so.
still, it's not, it seems like I go on a spurt to getting 5 dice in a row.
Well, yeah, the last 2 turns you pulled
Yeah,
out.
that
I mean, I was
hurt.
sitting there with 4 of them at the end. You're doing it again this turn. Yeah, I haven't done anything this turn yet, other than go down.
And I have 2 dice out of the bag for ambushes already.
Everything definitely been favoring you this game. I think you did some voodoo shit.
I may have.
Last night when I was
Yeah.
gone.
Well, I don't have a lot to do really. I think I'll try to run these guys into the house. Looking for an 8, 7. Worst case, it would have went down and protected them. So
Yeah.
we'll move into this to get some cover.
I think we'll call it after this turn.
See if you blow up the tank.
Yeah. It's the only thing I'm just hoping to maybe redeem them or something, so.
Okay. Blue. Saharina?
Yeah,
Oh, these guys. I don't know if I'd be able to even get into the house. I forgot they're in the woods. You have to be, everybody have to make it within 2 inches. But yeah, I think
doesn't really
matter too much.
at this point.
Saharina. Can't really go that way.
the squad a little bit, or maybe that officer somehow. Oh, you can't go over.
No, we can't drive over that. I could drive up to it and then put some shots so it wouldn't be affected by the wall if I drove up to it.
Put some fire on those guys.
Yeah, I think I'll
They're down.
go advance order. Not put my hull and my autocannon onto your tank pit.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah. So normally 3. I did move 4. Soft cover 5.
6, 7.
6, 7. So good news, I'd be on 6s if I don't move next turn. But I rolled 2 7s last time when I fired at them.
Yeah.
So this would be the autocannon, and then 5 shots with the MMG. Looking for a 6 to start. I got 1 machine gun that may be able to get a pin on. Nope, 5. Got as close as I could get.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now, is this for them?
Huh?
They're done?
Yeah, he's just
Oh,
got.
so I didn't get anything then.
He's got a whole MMG in the autocannon. Brown.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Alright, let's see if we can do something
You can
cool
do it.
here. We can do it, yeah. Alright, so let's take a shot here at your tank. So, are we gonna call this side armor since you're at an angle?
That's the one thing. So
See, 'cause if we go center to center,
when you go off the arc of the tank. So I
Okay,
do
so-
have an arc tank.
it's a 45 degree, right? Or
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
So that would be, well, it's pretty much fender to fender, so.
I'm good with calling
I would-
inside.
I would say you're probably barely out. Does that look about like a 45?
That looks like a side shot to me, just by eyeballing it. Close enough.
Okay.
They do give in the rule book, they do the 45 and they're pretty liberal with it, and then the way they explain it kinda in some of their Facebook groups is the oblique angle. That's why it's like, yes, technically it looks like it's on the side, but it's still in the front armor. But I'm good with a side shot. You're gonna miss anyway, you're gonna roll a 1.
Probably.
So I've got soft cover from the woods.
Okay, so 4.
Yep.
No, that would be short range.
Well, you're always, short range isn't a modifier though, it's just not a penalty.
It's not a +1?
That's point blank.
Or I guess that's what I meant. What is his range
6
for a
inches.
blade? Oh,
6-inch point blank.
well, that isn't much.
Yeah, you're basically at a -1 over half. You're in normal range right now.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we say, a 4?
Yeah, for the soft cover.
Go.
There we go.
There we go.
You're
Carry.
+4 penetration, light anti-tank gun. So it'd be +5 for the side armor. You need a 3 to match my armor. Oh, terrible.
Wah, wah. Jeez. All
Oh, I
right.
took a pin.
Yeah, you took a pin.
You did it.
He fired with no effect.
Yeah, they were happy. They scored a hit, and then the tank keeps moving. Like, damn it.
Are you done as far as dice?
I have.
The only other thing I'm gonna do is
No, I have my anti-tank gun. I have anti-tank rifle.
Oh.
I have an MMG squad, LMG squad,
Oh, okay, I thought you were.
but I'm pretty much not. And I have my lieutenant. Are you done? No, you got observer and an MMG.
Well, he isn't gonna do anything to go down.
You just want to quick play the last turn? I don't have anything else to do.
Because all I'm gonna do then is I suppose I'm gonna probably put the machine gun
On the Saharin,
and see if I can get anything with that.
you can do it.
So that would be my play there.
5
So-
shots on 5 because of the hardcover. Whoa! Finally gets to shoot at
3.
something. That's good.
So,
and
and
then
then-
6s cause damage charts.
And that's even, doesn't matter if it's side or anything
No.
like that. 1.
Got 1 damage chart, D6, no modifier because it's soft skin. Crew stunned.
So that's nothing.
2 down and another pin.
And that would be the big hurrah there for them, and he'll just take a shot just
Yeah,
because.
5 up.
So 5 up with the mortar.
Hit.
Hit.
1-inch template. Probably can get 3 dudes right here.
Oh, yeah.
Probably get those 3. So 3 dudes at +1.
See real quick here.
Yeah, 1-inch template, so +1. And
Oh.
D2 pins.
Okay, so you said 3.
Yep, 3 looking for 3s. No. Well,
One,
this is it.
and-
Oh, you already killed the NCO. I don't have anybody else special.
And D3 pins will be 1.
It's D2 pins, actually, so
Still
1.
one.
Yeah. Not enough for a check.
Nope. Yeah, there's, I mean, there's no hopes of me winning.
No.
So.
Nope.
Yeah,
I can't
for
see.
turn.
Turn 2, I saw a avenue, or 2 of potential, and then it went to shitbirds.
Yeah. Well, with you drawing first. for the
It was
last 3
still, when that
turns.
artillery barrage didn't happen and I racked up 3 pins on your tank, I was feeling pretty happy. And then when you did that foobar, it's like, I went from 3 pins to racking up 6 pins, cause you just sat there
Yeah.
taking fire. And I was like, okay, now I'm gonna throw, I was worried about the tank, popping my tank and me not having any anti-tank in here to, you would just basically
I
drive.
would have done what you basically did right there.
Yeah, once my tank was dead, you could have just drove down the road and then just go park on a objective, you know, and I wouldn't be able
Well,
to.
that was kind of what the plan was, is to bring the tank down. I was hoping the artillery would clear out that section, or at least do something. And then if you remember right, I had that 1 squad.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have the tank with the 1 squad, and then these 2 sitting back in the bunkers to provide some covering fire, and then more or less like 1 squad in reserve, so.
Yeah, one thing to remember, when you have the HE on that gun like you did, you have indirect potential. You can fire it indirect. So you could have been trying to start lobbing 6 up, 5 up, 4 up on this like rubble area.
Yeah, but you were pushing forward most of the time, and I had targets that were more of a threat, because they were getting closer into me. So I
Well,
just-
you're firing my tank, you know, a lot using it, but you had that wrong barrel on there, so.
Well,
Because
I
you did
wasn't-
score a hit. You scored a hit on it back here, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, you did with the +2, but it didn't penetrate.
Yeah, I think I just got the 1 pin on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty horrible there.
So
It really hurt the last 3 turns. You drew first dice and about the next 4 after
I
that.
had an extra dice in the bag accidentally there too, so that didn't help. But
Well, I kept fighting till the last though.
so I think we should do a rematch. We could, if you have time, we could set it up now, and then start it whenever we can come back over.
Yeah, we can do that.
I would
Switch
just
around.
say do a rematch, but let's play the scenario where we both place 3 objectives and do a double point defense. I think that would be very interesting.
No, we can try it.
Stop this. I don't know, what time is it?